The Lord tonight. And what we've been seeing happen around here is by faith alone. I don't get to be with you guys, but my heart's with you every Thursday night. I'm teaching Bible 2 solid hours. I run my mouth every Thursday night. And believe it or not, I can do that. But my heart's here. And I told Bruce earlier, in a couple of years, when I get that class in Dallas done, y'all will see me about here every Thursday night. My heart's here. But throughout my life, being Pentecostal, labeling myself as such, I've always heard people talk about how we need to exercise our faith. Has anybody ever told you has anybody ever told you to exercise your faith? Yes. How many of you has had a preacher to stand up here and say, exercise your faith? If you want something from God, you got to exercise your faith. Yes.
He told us we had to exercise.
Good, but tell me how. Nobody has ever told me how to exercise my faith. Have they you? And if I ask you tonight, if you tell me exercise your faith, can you tell me how to exercise my faith? I don't think you can. So a few weeks ago, and God's entered me into a season of Bible study. 3 to 6 hours every day of my life I spend engrossed in the Word and digging in the Word. And I went to bed the other night praying, God, I need to know something. He said, what? God ever talk to you? I said, I've been hearing all my life about how I need to exercise my faith. Now, nobody's been able to tell me how to exercise my faith, God. And I just want to know from you, how do I exercise my faith? God said to me, do you love your wife? Everybody that knows me and my wife of the last 37 years know that she's my heartbeat. She's my life. She's my soul. She's me. And he said, I said, yeah, I love my wife. He said, is your wife faithful to you? And I said, well, yes. My wife's faithful to me. He said, are you faithful to her? And I said, yes. I'm faithful to her. He said, well, why in the world are you faithful to her? I said, it's simple. God, I'm faithful to her because she's faithful to me. All you young married folk, listen to this. I'm faithful to her because she's faithful to me. He said, do you have faith in her? Sure I do. Does she have faith in you? I hope she does. Can I get an amen?
Yes. I heard her. She said,
God said to me, he said, Marvin, do you believe that I will do what I told you that I would do?
come on now. Yes.
Well, yes, Lord. Do you believe that I'll heal you when I told you that I'd heal you? Well, yes, Lord.
Yes.
Did you believe I would save you when I told you that? Well, yes, Lord. Well, when I told you that if you would live for me, I would do these things for you, what do you do? I live for you. God said, okay, you think I'm going to be faithful to you? Yes, God. You're going to be faithful to me. You're going to heal me of all my diseases. You're going to save my soul. You're going to touch me. You're going to bless me. You're even going to take care of my finances. You're going to take care of my every need according to your riches and glory. So, I believe, God, you're going to be faithful to me.
Yes.
He said, are you going to be faithful to me? Are you going to live the way I told you to live? Are you going to do the things that I told you to do? Are you going to act the way I told you to act? And I said, well, yes, Lord. Well, why are you going to be faithful to me? Because I'm going to be faithful to you. He said, well, I'm going to be faithful to you because you're being faithful to me. I said, okay. Now tell me, how do I exercise my faith? He said, I just did. I said, you did? He said, yeah. I'm thinking, dummy. You didn't get it. And he simply said this to me. When you are faithful to me, showing me that you believe I'm going to be faithful to you because you are faithful to me, you have just exercised your faith.
Come on. Yes, amen.
Faithfulness and faithfulness coming together makes faith. The root word of faithful is faith. My God, what a message. My God, what a thought. My God, what something stuck in my soul, because He said to me, not because you deserve anything, but because you're faithful. I don't deserve a wife like I've got, but I'm faithful to her. She deserves a lot more than what she got, but she's faithful to me. Faithfulness and faithfulness makes faith. When you will obey God, because you know that when you obey Him, He's going to do what He told you He would do.
Yeah.
Then you have exercised your faith in Him.
That's right.
Just by the act. Oh, I'm about to get a little happy.
Come on. There you go, man.
Of being faithful.
Yes, Jesus.
Does that mean I'm always going to be blessed? Does it mean everything I do is going to be fun? No, it does not. A week ago Sunday, I went to the funeral home. Funerals are tough. But this time I got to the funeral home and there's a 23-day-old baby laying in front of me that somebody had mercilessly killed and murdered right here in Cherokee County. I stood and talked about how no matter what happened to that baby, it was in the arms of God. Jesus said, bring me that little kid, and He wrapped him up in His arms. And I got in the car, I drove down to New Home Baptist Church, way out the other side of Woodstock. Police cars all around me. My brain in a jumble, because I was having to do what God called me to do. And even though I didn't like the situation, I had to be faithful to Him. Because without being faithful to Him, He could not be faithful to me. And I carried that precious little baby, and I got to lay the little baby in the grave. I got to say the last prayer, knowing that one of these days when Resurrection Day comes, the Lord Himself shall descend with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first, and then in a moment, the twinkling of an eye, all of us which are alive and remain will be called up to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Saturday, God has called upon me, and one more time I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to go back to the funeral home. This time it's not going to be a 23-day-old baby that died in the hands of a monster, but it's going to be an 80-year-old preacher that spent his life preaching the gospel. And out of all the preachers in the Church of God that he knew, out of all the people that he knew, God said, Marvin, you have been faithful to me, and I'm going to let you take this man, mighty warrior of God, and I'm going to let you be the one that takes him to his final resting place. Why? Faithfulness puts you through some sad times. But all the joy of being able to stand and say, rest in peace, mighty warrior of God. You fought a good fight. You kept the faith. There's a crown of righteousness laid up for you. No, by the way, Brother Lawrence, get that little baby and wrap it up in your arms. Show it some of the love there and glory that it can get in this life. And you know what? I believe God's going to allow that to happen. But if you want something from God tonight, do you need something from God? Do you really need something from God? If you want something from God tonight, exercise your faith. Well, how do I do that? By being faithful. Reading His Word, praying, seeking His face, calling on His name, loving one another. I mean, you know, some of us are hard to love. We didn't all get blessed with good looks. Some of us even have to grow beards to cover it up. Some of us are short, fat, ugly, and bald-headed. We're not lovable. But God loved me so much that while I was yet a sinner, oh, I can't like that person. They don't like me. I can't love that person. They hate me. They talk about me. They treat me dirty. While I was yet sinning against my Savior, while I was crucifying Him afresh and putting Him to an open shame, He went to Calvary's cross and there suffered and bled and died and said, I don't care how you treat me, I love you still. Be faithful.
Yes.
Trust God. Love God. And if you want your healing, it don't always have to come in a prayer line.
That's right. That's right.
If you want your blessing, it doesn't always have to come in a church house.
That's right.
God gives us a song when? In the midnight hour.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
In the midnight hour, when the trouble's around us, when it seems like we can't go on, when it seems like nobody cares, nobody loves us, suddenly we begin to sing,
Yes.
how great thou art. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, He's the keeper of my soul. It is well with my soul. I don't have to worry about anything because I know that if I lay down and go to sleep tonight and don't wake up in the morning, it's just a quick trip to glory. You see, I've decided. I'm going to tell you something tonight I've been talking about. Anybody here been talking about? Anybody here been lied on? Anybody here, if you got your feelings hurt over it? Have you ever left the church because you got hurt at that church?
No.
Huh? Come on. You got hurt and left the church because you got hurt? Why didn't you leave the world when you got hurt in the world? You go down to the bar and they hurt you, you'll go back. So why do you leave church because you get hurt? But you see, the one thing is when you really get right down to it, get to where I am now, I don't give a rip what you think about me. I don't give a rip whether you like me or not. What you think about me, what you say about me is not going to keep me out of heaven nor send me into hell. I finally figured it out. Me being faithful to Him.
Yes, thank you, Jesus.
See, what other women think about me doesn't matter.
That's right.
If any of you girls in here think I'm ugly, that's fine. You go ahead and think I'm ugly. That's all right. My wife loves me. She's faithful to me. If you don't want to kiss me, that's all right. My wife will. And that's the way it is with Jesus. The world may turn me down. The world may push me aside. You're right. They gave up on me.
We're glad.
The world may... We've got to sanctify these same songs. Hallelujah. But I love Him tonight. And I'm going to exercise my faith.
Yes.
Because I am going to be faithful to Him.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Will you be faithful to Him tonight?
Yes.
Will you be faithful to Him tonight?
Yes.
Do you tell your wife that you love her? Do you tell your husband you love her? Do you say, honey, I'm going to be faithful to you?
Amen.
I may not like turning those wrenches, Lois, but I'll turn those wrenches because you'll be able to eat if I turn those wrenches.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
I don't like cooking those biscuits, Bruce, but you keep turning those wrenches and feed me, I'll be faithful. I'll cook you a biscuit every once in a great while. Am I right?
Go and talk about that.
I'm trying, brother.
I know.
Many moons ago.
That's where it's at tonight. Do you ever look at your husband or wife and pledge your faithfulness?
Yes, thank you, Jesus.
You ever look in Lois's eyes and say, darling, I love you so much.
Yes.
I'm going to be faithful to you. We may be hungry. We may not have a house over our head. You may not like everything I do, but I'm going to be faithful to you. Do you ever look at Bruce and tell him, say you pledge?
Amen, that's right.
You pledge your faithfulness. The old wedding ceremony said, I plight thee my troth.
Yes.
I thought that's talking about a woman feeding that hog of a man in a trough, but that's not. No.
What sells
But you see, I pledge my love to my wife, and my wife pledges her love to me. I'm going to tell you tonight, if you will pledge your love to God, if you will pledge your faithfulness to God, He in this hour will pledge His faithfulness to you. And I'm going to ask you right now, would you just lift your hand? Would you just look up to heaven? Whether you say it out loud, whether you say it under your breath, in the heart of your hearts, say, God, I pledge you my faithfulness. Because I know you're going to be faithful to me.
Hallelujah. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Amen. Well, anybody else got anything you want to say tonight?